I got a brother.
It's only fair.
There we go. All right.
Well, Teletubbies in the background keeps,
You didn't have to change it, but it might actually mess with your stuff.
Yeah, I didn't want the
Monetization.
copyright infringement bullshit going on.
Yeah, because that's not what we're trying to do.
Anyway, so cool.
We are live.
Those of you who don't know, I have a mentally disabled brother. He's watching Teletubbies right now. He loves that shit. So,
Hey, and that's not me and not Kyle.
They're not related to me.
Yeah,
but anyway, breaking news.
Yeah.
Donald Trump got almost assassinated again.
Well, there's been an attempt of something. There were shots fired outside. Now it was outside of the place that he was having a thing, right? So the guy didn't get in. Is that where what the news said?
The golf club, but I guess yeah.
Well, that's where he's having a rally or whatever. What are they called? Rallies? Fundraiser? I don't know.
Rallies, but that's just not the word you want to use, right?
I know, right?
I mean, also fair.
Rally seems aggressive, but
I mean, listen. The fact is that they found an assault rifle of some sort, and also they found some other things that that's scary, man. Because look, hey, the idea that
it wasn't an assault rifle, Dino. It was an AK-47 and a GoPro.
It wasn't. Oh, so he was trying to film it too.
Yeah, it wasn't just an assault rifle. It was like the assault rifle. Like it was some shit, bro. They were trying to mow him down.
Look, that's
an illegal weapon in the States, by the way. You're not allowed to have that. An AR, the last guy you can get an AR. I can go get an AR right up the street, anywhere. And you don't even really need to pass a background check for that, because I believe most all the background checks and stuff like that, are for handhelds. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Because I don't buy rifles.
You can't really hide. You can't hide an AR-15, right? You can't hide it
like on your. You can take it apart.
Okay, but let's be honest. Half of America couldn't put it back together again, right? That's
it's the other half that you gotta worry about.
The other half puts it together with a blindfold on and times it.
Half of America could put that shit together with their eyes closed in 15 seconds flat.
So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the ones buying the guns are good with the guns.
I don't know that though. So this is the thing, is that I'm look, any type of weaponry, whatever type of weaponry it is, I think people don't realize that you have to maintain that weaponry, you have to train with that weaponry, and all those things are important. And that doesn't matter if it's a pocket knife or if it's a rifle for long distance. It doesn't. You have to have respect for your weapons, whatever they may be. That includes fists, people. But realistically, yeah, the half of your country can put it back together blindfolded, which is fucking terrifying. The other half,
yeah, but see,
you'd never touch them.
That's the funny thing. Half the country can fight the war, and the other half starts the damn war. So
there's that.
Well,
I mean, but this is the thing: is I am a firm believer that if you are pro-war, good, you and all of your offspring get to go, no problem.
That's not how the left works.
I don't know. That's not how politics works. Sadly, that's the problem.
No, if half the country can fight a war and probably would do well, and has all the weapons, knows how to fight, has all like bunkers, and has been doomsday prepping for years and years, has canned goods, all the shit, knows how to survive in the woods, and then the other side is like, you shouldn't have guns.
I see. My thing is this: I'm terrified at that entire idea of I would love to have a bunker. I would love to have a bunker, but at the same time, it's going to be filled with Lego and comic books. So I don't think it's a good idea.
Dude, you just described where you live.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Have you ever seen Blast from the Past?
Yes. I mean, for me, I was like, bro, they got food, they got fish. he's growing shit. I'm like, this guy's. I love it. I'm like, and I'd be game for it.
Tom, have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah,
with Brendan Fraser, I think.
Just as long as Alicia Silverstone can visit, like
right. Hell yeah. Christopher Walken.
That's and yeah, spending your life with Christopher Walken as your dad, fucking hell yeah.
Do you think it would get old real quick though? Like if the voice would be like, "You haven't cleaned your room."
Well, I've been watching it
in a while.
Wow.
Yeah, but not every day, right?
You don't know me.
They don't even know what's like if they're a guy or a girl.
I've seen one movie. I probably just watched. I've watched one movie 100 times. That's it. And there's probably a Christopher Walken one.
Well, there's the I mean, there's that. It's hilarious because Kyle, notoriously, who has been on film, is like, yeah, I don't watch TV or movies, and I'm like, but you watch like one daily. He's like, well, no, like that.
Comfort.
That's yeah. Well, that's yeah.
It brought me joy once. There's no choice. It will bring me joy again.
I get that. I think that's the current state of Hollywood, though, too. Right? It's that fear of trying other things. We watch some horrible movies at my house, and like,
I took them off.
Well, you're Jehovah's Witness, so it's like kind of like there's like specific criteria y'all can't even.
I'm not. Let's calm down. I am not now.
You're talking about currently?
Huh?
Yeah.
Currently, yeah. No.
Currently, you watch terrible movies?
Growing up, you think I watched less appropriate things than I did now? That's not true, sir. I mean, I have been a pervert for many moons. That's
I'm trying to figure out why my face looks worse than usual.
It's probably the lights are on. That will do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Plus, I'm like, oh, well, I was up for like 28 hours twice with like 4 hours sleeps following. So, yeah,
I mean,
apparently
God. See, this is the thing is like, I can do 24 hours. I can't do it like 24 hours. I can't do like 48 and like, and still maintain my brain working.
All right.
What's up, Mick? Third time lucky, you'd hope.
Are we talking about Trump? Don't even get me started on this shit.
Bro,
I left one chat group.
Mick, hold on. Mick is in the UK, and also, Mick, your problems are worse. What are you talking about, bro? If anything, you should be at the front going, we need him over here because you're
not gonna say. There's a lot of Chinese people in this Chinese food restaurant in the UK.
Don't get Mick to say anything online. He'll spend 3 years in jail.
Right.
I know. Yeah, Mick, what's up with that?
Let's try and get him. Let's goad him into saying something. Come on, Mick, say something crazy. Say something wild. I'm gonna post it right here.
Your country full of rapists.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Mick. Defend your honor. It's not like you could defend the World Cup. Suck it, sir. Long and hard.
Going in on it.
I mean, listen, it's one of those weird things.
So was he like a friend of yours? Anybody? Because
Mick, yeah, he's on Joey stuff a lot. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, because you were so nice to him. He's a random guy on the internet right now for me. Like,
I mean, that's about the nicest I get. Let's be honest. It's not.
But like, I'm sick of this like holier than thou. Like BS that like, oh, we're good people and everybody should have the right to do all this stuff, and it's just like, oh damn, he didn't get shot this time. Like, what side are you? I'm like, he's still a person, and his family
actually a human being,
like and look at his family, like they all love him. And then all these stories I hear about like good shit he did, like, and the thing is, I don't hear them from him. I hear them from other people, and he's just like, yeah, that happened.
Bro, like, I could do with a week away. Mick, you know what? Well, hey, I'm sure you'll get your goal. Yeah, no, but that's it's funny how
would be appropriate 3 fucking years each shit for making a comment online.
Can you imagine?
No, that's happening. It's happening.
I know.
I'd be in jail for fucking 100 years already. Like, fuck me.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
They're trying to make misogyny illegal. Like it's a
Oh, I'm
it's like
fucked.
a hate crime.
Hey,
I'm like,
so, hey,
Cole would be serving 30 life consecutive fucking sentences.
hey, but no question. But so just see, but this is the thing is you guys gotta understand it's not just here, right? Like so recently there was an article about a woman in Korea, in South Korea, who collapsed in a subway.
Yeah.
And everyone looked at the men and was like, hey, you should do something. They're like, it's not my business. I'm not getting involved. And the reason
Well,
was
talk about David.
yeah. So the reason is that in South Korea, men are put through military service, mandatory military service, which is the draft, and they are taught first aid. That is standard in the entire country. However, I believe it was last year, a paramedic, an EMT paramedic who was called to the scene to help a woman, after he helped her, the woman accused him of sexual assault during the thing. No charges were laid, but he did have like well, it was an investigation, and in the end, nothing ended up happening, and he was fine. But you're going, because of that, people are like, oh no, I'm not going to taint. Like I have my family, my kids, my wife to worry about. I'm not going to let some stranger screw me over. And I'm like, see, that's the thing is, the more and more you make it harder for people to act for the general good, you have more and more people who are going, I'm abandoning the ship. Sorry.
Yeah.
And people go, but it's your ship too. I'll be fine in the water by myself. I'll punch the shark in the face. I don't give a shit. But I'm not going to be there with you for the simple fact that you'll go, oh, we need to be safe here. You go to the shark and just push me in. No, thanks. I'll be on my own. I'll fight him hand to hand. Fin to hand.
There's a name for that. I think they call it the Genovese effect, the Kitty Genovese, where she just a random broad was getting attacked in an alley in New York City back in the 60s, and supposedly a bunch of people heard it but walked away because they didn't want to have any trouble. You know what I mean? And it's because
that's scary. That's a really scary thing, and that's why you have to be attentive of your surroundings and stuff. Listen, why are you in the alley in the first place? Oh, somebody grabbed me. No. Why are you walking by the front of the entrance of an alley? Yeah, you go to the outside.
Well, let's not.
Jennifer, no, that's getting hit by a car.
Let's not get.
Bert, that's when you get hit by a car and murdered. Trump had 2 assassination attempts. I'm surprised he hasn't come out with a spray painted gold incubator. I mean, that is the next move. That is the next move.
Desert Eagles, man. Like,
bro, you know what I want? Hey, I want him to have a gold vest and then double. And I'm like,
a fur coat.
Oh, bro, like Macklemore had, big furry, and be like, "What's up, bro?" Listen, Trump is. There's a lot.
No, he's so. It's insane the stuff that.
Hey, but showmanship, bar none.
No,
how about a golden diaper? I'd still love it, bro.
That's you need that for Biden.
Right.
He can't afford gold. Hey, Hunter's got the gold one, like a cherub.
But it's so.
Hunter's got the golden pillow,
bro. Kid, can you imagine? Like, let's be honest, right? Like, imagine if your kid, like, as soon as he was of age to do something, just made a mockery of your entire life like that, and you're going like, bro, I did everything. I got you business and shit, and now you're fucking parading around like a idiot. Like, goddamn, bro. Like,
Cole's waiting for that to happen anyway. Like, it's a matter of time. He has a kid.
Bro, every other week his son does it to him when he's cooking. He's like, okay, you don't have to do that. You know, look right at the camera going, I'm doing it now. And you're like, son of a bitch. Every time.
Yeah, but you can't really like destroy my like I'm not like a classy person, you get what I'm saying? So like it's not like how Biden has created this image, you know what I mean? Like if my kid went off the rails, they'd be like, yeah, okay, that's kind of on brand, you know.
Some are my listen, but that's the thing is like, okay, how many times I have a father, okay? Well, he's dead, but like I've gone to my dad to bail me out maybe like twice, and no, probably 5 times, and 4 out of the 5 times he's like, no. I was like, all right. Well, the one time he's like, I'll lend you money. You got to pay me back after. And I'm like, shit. Why are you so you fucking rich asshole? And he's like, yeah, you stay rich by lending, not giving.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my
Plus
dad.
interest, right?
No interest, but he's like, when I call, I expect money. I'm like, all right, yeah.
See, whenever I need something from my dad, I'll just be like, oh, just think of all the bail money I saved you. Because let's just say I have a sibling that has needed that a few times, so I get a different kind of bailout, but it's not. It's more of a Wall Street than a prison.
Okay, but Kyle, to be fair, maybe you just stayed out of prison because who the fuck wants to arrest you? I'd be like, nah, like y'all gotta get a different cop out here. Like,
I didn't have cops
I
called on me
need
this
all the backups. You hear me? Now, like,
The best thing is I've trained cops on many occasions, and without guns, they don't have anything.
yeah, no, they don't have shit, bro.
It's the threat of the brotherhood more than anything else. It has nothing to. I'm like,
it's the biggest gang in town, right? So,
yeah. Well, it's basically a government funded military. Let's be honest, right? Like,
well,
two bankrupt casinos. How do you do that? You gotta okay. Hey, two bankrupt casinos, Bert. You gotta think about it this way: that's an easy out for a lot of tax deferral. Like, he's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Is not the thing. And at least Hunter's dad cares about him to bail him out of jail. That's not a good father. A good father leaves you there overnight.
Up if you want.
Yeah, but Trump's kids didn't end up in jail. I don't know.
I know, right? Like,
I don't know what the point was.
Anyways, casinos make money. The house always wins unless it's a Trump casino. Yeah, but so think about it this way: Bert, is he poor, or do you just not like how he does things? Because you can not like it, but that's not a grounds to stand on, right? Because you can listen. It doesn't make a difference. What you're like, he bankrupt two casinos. Oh, and did you make your casinos profitable?
Something else was falling, and he put it on that so the other thing could survive.
Yeah, but not even that. It's just like, oh, I made a bunch of this, and profits have gone down. Maybe it's time to ditch the project.
Yeah,
and like he did a whole thing. Wasn't there a whole parking lot thing or some shit to do that?
Well, let's be honest though. Hey, if you think that people, and this is to Bert, if you think that people should stick to a business and make it successful before they leave, why do politicians leave their original state for a higher office that's more federally based?
What I don't,
idiot. Hey, like Truth Social, isn't it worth about $12 now per share? How's your social media campaign, Jojo? Oh, you don't have one? See how stupid you sound? God, think about it, man. Just top. Like it's where you stand there going, are you just dumb? Calm down, man. We can have a conversation without. Well, look at how's yours doing. It's not. Just stop. You're making it sound as if other politicians are great assets.
Yeah,
they're all bad.
Casino, like, how about that? Like, where's your casino? Where's your hotel? Where's your Mar-a-Lago? He actually won a presidency. Like, he won a term before. Yeah. What have you done? You know what I mean? Like, you want to come at him about people make mistakes. No human on earth doesn't have a bit of a misstep every which way they go. That's the thing. People are going to do that. You can't expect him to be perfect, and then the other side to be let's just use every word I can think of right now, and that's totally fine for the other side. But because it's against my opponent, who sometimes is fucked up, he's fucked up some, and he figured out how not to fuck up. That's how life works. He's 80 goddamn years old. He's gonna have a fucking list of things that he fucked up on. That's how life works.
I like that he used the richest dude in the world for like 30 years as his fucking like reference. Oh, Bill Gates was successful always.
And how many times how many times has Bill Gates been voted for? I'll wait. Let's nobody talk. Let's wait for Bert. Let us know how Bill Gates has helped the government and you as a person with his giving back to society. Oh, he hasn't? Shut the fuck up, Bert. You're an idiot.
Guess what? Bill Gates' wife left him too.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? That's but you don't bring that up, do you? Oh, Bert, that's weird. We'll see. The thing as I have never liked Trump. Yeah, nobody likes him, bud. See, Jojo, this is what you don't understand. It's not like everyone's like, Trump is our hero. No. But he's better than the other one. Like, what are you on?
The last couple options. Dude, he's the funny part.
He's not running. In other words, he wouldn't even waste his time being involved in government. He just pays them and moves on. Isn't that
Even
weird?
Trump wasn't planning on running for government either. But the funny thing is, it's like everybody's like the whole fake news thing. I think is funny because in the first presidency, his first run, okay,
Yeah.
he was okay. He's up against Hillary, and everybody's like, Hillary's going to win. All the media is like, Hillary's going to win. Hillary's going to win. Hillary's going to win. And then Trump is like, don't believe what they're saying. It's closer than you think. And then he wins, and everybody hates him, and not every media outlet that lied. And they told, oh, don't worry, he's never going to win. And then he won. Guess what? You were lied to, and now you're blaming him. And you're still saying, oh, he's going to start a war. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. All the things he didn't do in the first 4 years, why do you think it's going to happen now? Plus, we're on the brink of war. Maybe we don't hire somebody who wants to prove themselves to the world. Be quiet. I'm talking. All right?
Also, yeah, a woman. You wanna hire a woman, knowing we just got World War III threatened on us this week.
Hey,
if people want to vote for a woman, I'm good on that.
You know what I think's been going wrong? We didn't have a newbie doing it. You know, like
a noob, not only a noob, but the only woman ever to do that job.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm okay on that.
The problem with the states right now is like how many of your they've had to abandon three consulates in other countries because you guys aren't respected because the president needs a diaper. Like it's fucking like nobody's afraid of him. He put on a mega hat. Like what a moron. Like
he needs a ramp up Air Force One, not stairs.
Hey. No, you know what? Hey, I don't even do that. It's not even that. It's more so that it's like, okay, listen, Trump has. So let's look at this. Okay, he's going to give his money to charity. That's funny.
So
wouldn't you want? Hold on. If you are so ultra wealthy and you want to be remembered as a good person, wouldn't you want to start that process while you are around and be like, hey, how can I have a say in how this goes down? Because let's be honest, there's no way Bill Gates will ever want for any money. He's got more money than some countries.
Yeah, so why doesn't he give away the money he doesn't need?
But even that,
but that's the thing. And you're going, oh, he's not running for presidency. Yeah, but do you think he's not lobbying? Do you think that he's not creating influence?
He's definitely paying.
And why isn't he running for president? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Isn't that
supposedly he's really powerful and he's always trying to push he's bought all the apples in America. Every apple is owned by fucking Microsoft, ironically enough. So he's influencing America. He is. But why doesn't he want to be president? Do you know why? Because then he's going to put himself under a fucking microscope, under a fucking spotlight. And everybody's going to start flipping over shit and trying to figure out what's going on with him. He doesn't want to run. Bill Gates does not want to run for president because he does not want that type of attention.
I don't understand what this obsession with is like. Oh, he's made all this money, but instead of like leaving stuff for his family, he'll give it all away. I'm like, how about we get the guy who actually gives a fuck about his family? And actually, his family likes him. I don't see that from other people. Like it's like
Bill Gates is smart, unlike Trump.
Donald Trump is bad because he didn't take his fucking paycheck from the White House. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are lost. You guys are just
Can you imagine that?
Insane.
I love that we're being called the dumb base. And you're like, bro. So he asked to not take more money from the government. He's like, no, I can cover my own shit. Let's get shit done. And that's a problem. Can you imagine if he took his paycheck, how big of a problem it would be? Like, bro, connect, pick a lane.
The best thing he did a problem. That's weird.
No, he said he would do it for free, and then the media checked. Like he was talking about this in the debate, which if you want the other assassination attempt, the debate. Where they every day they check to make sure he didn't take his paycheck. Like it's like insane. And now you're trying to use that as a thing. Like obviously he had money to begin with. Like nobody said Trump was a fucking homeless dude going in. He has a tower. Yeah. Like holy shit. So now you're trying to use the fact that he has paid.
Billions of dollars.
He worked for you for free, and now you have a problem for that too. Like
can you imagine this? Hey, and yeah, Bill Gates is much smarter. Okay, what do you know about Bill Gates that makes him so smart? Just I would love to hear it because if you say Bill Gates is smart, I believe you. I'm just asking for why you think he's smart.
Also, I don't think you can say Bill Gates is smarter than Trump because Trump has now survived 2 assassination attempts. That's the smartest guy in the world. Most of us only survive 1 at best.
Right. Okay. Hold on. Let's go to this. Okay. That's dumb person. A dumb person works for free. So everyone who volunteers their time to help others is dumb by that explanation, right?
Bert,
So
can
everyone
you look at Ernie because we're sick of listening to you.
now hold on. So you're okay with him taking sides with Putin and China? Let me ask you. Hold on. Joe. Let me ask you this: would you prefer to be drafted to go fight China and Russia, or would you rather your president, whoever president it is, takes diplomatic process to try and make it so that as few people as possible suffer? Or would you prefer to be drafted? Those, because your options are politicians doing politician things, or we go fight, which, hey, that's fine too. But then you got to go front there, brother. You ain't going in the back in the tent. You're going on the front with the, and you're the lookout and your buddy has the gun. You don't even get a gun. You just get the binoculars. So those are your options, buddy. Would I work for free? I have volunteered my time. I don't volunteer money because money I make.
Wait, so
by the time I get
working in a soup kitchen is dumb?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
he's,
look at who we're arguing with. These are the people we're always arguing with. The other side is so gone, man.
Hey, like, okay, Bert and Jojo, can you guys understand that what we're saying is that government, doesn't matter what side, isn't really on the people's side, which is a problem.
Wait. Okay.
So we're not right. What?
Okay, Trump is going to bend over for Russia and China. So remember, he's gonna bend over for China. You know, the China virus, and also he raise war with tariffs on those fuckers. But he's gonna be friends with, but he's gonna bend over for them. Also, Putin.
He ended ISIS and put Taliban to a standstill.
You know what he also did? He. Oh my god, it's so dumb.
But that's the thing is, you know
what? He talked to North Korea's leader. You know who else has talked to? Nobody in fucking ever. You know what?
Nobody
have nukes. You know who I should be nice to? People with nukes. You know, like let's start a conversation. Like even Korea's talking, and that was like half his doing. Like it's insane.
Donald Trump was the first president to step into Korea since the Korean War in the 50s. Okay, he may have been the only one to ever walk into Korea. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Kamala Harris on the other end.
Yeah. She didn't even go to your
fucking 45 days to do an interview.
It's funny. I'm living under a liberal regime right now, and you know who's suffering? Fucking everybody here. Like,
so okay, let's say so Jojo, you think that it's
when did that happen?
Yeah, you hold on, but let's try and clarify this because I don't even understand what the fuck you're talking about. So you're saying that the fact that Trump didn't give a shit about some country that he has zero responsibility for is a problem, but the guy whose son got millions from that country and he sided with them, that isn't a problem. Do you read? Like, are you okay, Jojo?
Okay.
That's weird.
Hold on.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I don't have a thing anyway. No shit, guys. Eat the rich. Okay, so what was your love for Bill Gates 5 seconds ago?
Right.
Pick a side.
I don't even see that comment.
Well, it's Bert.
No shit, guys. Eat the rich, bro.
I mean,
why aren't the what? What do you
do though? I'm not gonna lie, but
which side are you on? I thought you were on Bill Gates' side. I thought he was
hold on.
Right.
Is that not? Is that confusing? That's confusing to me.
That means Taylor Swift too.
I mean, ISIS is still around and Taliban are still in control.
Where is ISIS? Point ISIS on a map. Point them out on the map, please. I would like to see that.
Yeah, the Taliban didn't kill anybody for 18 months, and then Biden took office. So,
isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's a little weird, right?
It's Trump's fault.
Ivanka got. Where's your evidence, sir? They don't even fuck with the Chinese.
Bro. What $1 million and what number 2 pencils? Like, fuck off. I love
know what?
that.
Hey.
No, but like they're like Trump's racist. He's the only politician that's been to Harlem in like fucking 50 years. He's he's anti-Semitic. Except for his son-in-law who is Jewish. Like I'm like, what else do you want to like? You just make up rhetoric. Wait, the comments are still going. Wait, are you guys just gonna start barking when you don't have a fucking point? Because that's also what you guys do.
Correct.
You're gonna
So I love
barking. Oh, I can't hear you. Rough. Like,
okay, Bill Gates is for higher taxes on the rich. It's funny because he could just give money away. He could walk around and just give away $10,000 to every person he ever meets. Ever.
Yes.
Every person, he could walk down the street and give 10,000 to every single person he meets. Hey, and it would not even bloop, on the radar.
Okay, but
He's for
also,
taxes on the rich.
you know who's against all taxes for everybody? Nobody would have to pay taxes. You, me, everybody in these comments.
I'd still be paying taxes, unfortunately. But
well, yeah, you're right. These guys over here are Canadian. But
that being said, I don't make enough money, so I don't pay taxes. But
she got patient. What is this? What is this?
My bad.
A patient in China that hard to get for a non-citizen of China. Look it up.
Patent?
Bro, do you speak English? What the fuck is that? That's
Maybe
not even
a comma or something like fucking punctuation.
any punctuation at all, Bert. We would appreciate it.
I don't know shit about that, but if that's true, it's probably because she's the daughter of a billionaire, probably the most famous billionaire in the world.
Yeah.
This dude's pumping out 1960s Elvis numbers. Like,
this is hold on. If she has a patent in China, that's regular business. It's called international patent law. It's fine. So I think it was that. But so if she has a patent in another country and she had business dealings, that's okay. Well, we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is someone being paid covertly millions of dollars for the wrong purpose. So doing business in another country, Bert, that's not the same thing. So like,
and how do Chinese people make money off of us? You know what I mean? It's not like nobody's allowed to make money outside of their country where they're from. That's not how global economics works, sir.
She wasn't elected. She could do whatever she wants. Like that's
the
weird part. And like, look, Bill Gates can do whatever he wants because he's not an elected official. But don't think that Bill Gates is on your side, Bert. Like this is the weird part where I don't think people understand is like, hey, you can't have a politician say one thing and then change when they're applying for a higher job. That's not how life works. That's well, regardless, you're like the reliability of a politician is the principles that they will stand for. That's how they get elected. So if your principles change, then you're no longer a valid person as to what they were trying to do. It doesn't make any sense.
I think we lost them.
Good. I hope he went to go read a book, bro. Because, like, seriously, that's confusing.
I didn't know who was a patient in China for a while. Like, I was like,
I mean, that's weird. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure no rich person is on poor people's side anywhere. I agree with you. That's factual.
Hey, we found a fucking.
But here's my thing with why I also agree with that sentiment. But this is why it works for Trump. Trump is a hotel guy. Okay, That's where he makes his millions. He needs people to have money in their pockets so they can go on vacation. Okay. All right, he needs people like you and me and all of these regular people, rich people, poor people, to have money in their pockets so that they can go to the. So even if it is a narcissistic thing and he's looking out for his own pocket, he needs people in his hotels. Even for his kid who just turned 18, Trump's not going to be here in 20 years. You know what I mean? No. But his kid's not even going to be 40 yet by then. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like he needs to make sure that his son is set up. Okay. So he probably is looking out just for himself and maybe in his own.
I'm sorry. Is that not what every father has ever? Every father should be doing for their kids. You guys don't know because you guys have weird fathers. But a real father wants. Okay, that's including Joe. Don't forget, Joe. Pick a lane, you dumb fuck. Pick a lane. You can't be like,
When was the last time you could afford groceries? Oh, when Trump was in office? Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Look, even
Yeah,
Bert's here.
yeah.
I'm not suffering. Gas is under $3 here in Oregon. Number one, you're in
Right
Oregon.
now.
You're suffering. You're suffering in the crime capital, bro. You're worse than like 1980s fucking New York
Yeah, all
City.
the drugs are legal there. You can just get stung by a needle in your ankle
The
walking your dog.
I like
I
that,
could-
but
I
that's
could
what
afford-
they do, right? They'll crank up the gas to like $5, and then they'll drop it to $3, so you think you have a discount, but before it was like $2. You know, like,
Yeah.
no,
I can afford
you're just
groceries
paying-
every day.
Yeah,
Like, Joe, do you think that that's so? You know what, Joe? Here, hold on. Joe, you can afford groceries every day. So why aren't you buying groceries for other people every day? Be part of the solution. There are people who are homeless. Do they live in your backyard? Why not? Why not? Hey, that's what's happening, bro.
If you
That's-
want all
see,
the
you don't-
immigrants,
Hey,
if you
have a
want-
principle.
You
If you
gotta
want mass
have, you gotta be
migration-
for yourself at the same time as you want to help do your public service and everything.
remember, if you're okay with the mass migration and all this stuff, how many rooms in your house are they in? Because you should let them stay with you.
Watch this. Oh, yeah, bro. Okay, hold on. This comment is good. I do. I donate to the food bank frequently. I have 8 chickens and I give away eggs daily. Give away no money. Hey,
Oh,
Joe.
Pets.
Hey, listen. Joe. Okay, listen. What if they told you that you have to give away your eggs? How would you feel? This is a fair question. If you had no choice in what you gave away, would you be okay with that? Because the fact is, maybe Joe, suddenly people say, you know what, Joe, you only need 2. You only need 2 eggs per day. Everything else, you have to give away. How would you feel about that? That's my question to you. Because you're saying, well, I give freely. Good. And what if your freedom on how you give was stolen from you? What would you do? It's a fair question.
Pretty
Don't you think?
pissed off, right? You suddenly would be real Republican right after that.
That's the thing is,
Being a Democrat works out great when you are employed and you get a tax return. But
Yeah.
once you are a 1099 worker and you have to flip over that shit and you have your own LLC and you have your own business, suddenly you're like, what the fuck am I paying all these taxes for? The roads always have potholes in them.
you're a
I
Democrat.
don't have
Okay.
health care.
Hey. So, Joe, but you haven't
You
answered the
don't.
question, Joe. Yeah, we know you're a Democrat. You're not making sense. So we're trying to have a conversation so that you too, maybe you can enlighten us, right? I have my own business. Wonderful, Joe. So what if somebody said tomorrow, everything in excess after, let's be honest, okay, you get $5,000 from your business, not revenue. That's all you're going to take home, and every other penny you earn, that has to be given away, mandated by law. How would you feel? I'm not asking for how you would react. I'm asking for how you would feel if someone arbitrarily came in there and said, well, you only deserve this much. Doesn't matter how much you work. Everything else is getting taken away.
And not only
Right.
that, I bet you probably donate that food to the food bank frequently and then use it as a tax write-off for your business. Why don't you just do it out of the kindness of your heart? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Why does it have to be recorded? What about your neighbors? What about your
Don't
neighbors?
come at me. I know tax laws.
Are you JoJo so that you could practice spelling it twice?
It is like almost one syllable. So
I've never used my. Yeah, you're full of shit,
Well, that's
dude.
also stupid.
Then you're just dumb. Like,
yeah, I have never once used any donations and put toward taxes. Then you're an idiot. Then you're a
Yeah.
dummy. If anything, you're going against the law. That's what you are, Jojo. You are against the law, and hey, they'll come for you too, bro. Democrats are ignoring basic
that is a
government.
very
That
good
is-
short.
I'm using the voice recorder thing on my phone. That's why sometimes it picks up words twice. Oh, that's your name is Jojo. That's not how that works. Good
Yeah,
short.
I'm pretty sure
Democrats
that's-
are gonna. Hey, good. Democrats ignore
thankfully, we got somebody reasonable in the comments.
Hey. basic logic is out the door. Basic consideration is out the door. Nothing makes any sense when it comes to Democrats.
I like
The
that
worst part is that they're like, well, we're all the same. And you're like, number one, have you guys looked at your own party? Because you're not. Let's start there.
No, but like,
You guys
like,
hate each other too. It's very weird. Very weird. Alarming.
no, but it's written on your thing. So and yeah, so it's funny because we're not hiding our identity, but you have to.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's
Why?
weird.
It's one of those things like,
What are
look,
you up to, JoJo?
Hey.
Tax fraud?
Tax fraud.
well, if he's not documenting donations, where else are you donating to, sir? Are you donating to young people trying to get an education at certain clubs too? What's going on, JoJo?
That's
That's a
probably
little
a map.
alarming.
Oh, shit.
Hey, don't use that
I'm
word.
about to call the IRS.
I mean, yeah, JoJo, maybe you've been hiding things, bro.
This guy lives in Oregon.
I'm afraid of retaliation from crazy people. Why would you be afraid of retaliation? Are you
What are you doing
antagonizing the wrong people? Yeah,
It's just a troll.
Why you
retaliation.
got so many enemies?
I see. You say troll. I say coward. You're a coward, sir. Hey, if you have a problem with my opinion, I'll happily give you my address. We can talk. No problem. No
We're
problem.
supposed to be talking about our former and probably next president getting
God willing,
shot
next.
at the second time in 3 months, and we're sitting here laughing our asses off at his
It's funny.
his opponents. Like,
You know
oh my god,
you know
this is
what's funny
hilarious.
is
How did we get here?
no, but I've broken the news to you twice now about that shit. Like every time, it's like I'm like I gotta get off my phone apparently because every time I'm on there, Trump gets shot.
I mean, yeah, Kyle, like, stop it. What's your problem, man?
I'm just like, hey, Colt. That's why I sent him. I sent him all the shit first, and it's funny you contacted Ruby. I thought she would have. Honestly, I thought she should have come on this too, but she
would have had a blast, but I don't know. Yeah, she's probably
Did she-
sleeping, honestly.
Did she know
Honestly,
Kyle was going to be on here? Because Kyle presses
Hey,
those
me and
buttons.
Ruby get
No, I
along.
didn't even get a hold of her. She's like I said, she's probably sleeping.
Isn't she having a hurricane or something?
That was
Not
last.
all the
That was
time.
just Friday, I think. So yeah, that's all over with and everything.
Oh,
So-
well, good. I'm glad they're okay.
Yeah, she's all good. She lost power for a couple of hours, but yeah, she's
Yeah,
good.
you lost power for like 3.
You lost power longer than that, bro. That's
Bro.
messed up.
And I'm not built for it being hot in the house.
He's like, why'd I get so
Oh
fat?
my god.
It's hot here.
These tax write-offs have gone a long ways, bro. Let me tell you.
Bro. Can you listen? That's the wild thing is like it's certain things, certain creature comforts. Once you lose them, you're like, oh, I got to make some changes, bro. Like, hey, when you're on the 3rd floor and your AC kicks out, you're like, oh, I gotta lose some weight. I gotta
I
do
had,
things, man. It's too much.
I knew-
Damn.
Dead ass.
I knew people. Remember the great blackout? As
Yeah.
if, like, think of our lives and how significant that was, and how much crazier bullshit has happened since then. But anyways, I knew people that lived on like the 18th floor during that.
Oh,
shit. And
Oof.
it's like so it's like dark.
Yeah,
and,
you're cooking, bro.
yeah.
Bro,
Like
I
I'm
remem-
just like, fuck,
I
I just
remember
stay home.
like there was I was on the what floor was on 7th floor, I think. And when that happened, and I was right close to Dixie, and Dixie Road is the line that the airport follows. So when the power went out, I could see airplanes like for miles just out. It was the wildest fucking thing. But then, like at the same time, I went to Dairy Queen, and they're like, "Sorry, power's out." I'm like, "Are you just gonna throw away the ice cream? Like, fucking pour it while you still have ice cream, you idiots!"
Right.
And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "All right, well, you're stupid."
Businesses are, man. Like I've worked for so many places that are just like throw out the food that's like gonna go bad in 3 days, like because like we can't have it bad. It expires in 3 days. Let's throw it out. I'm like, why don't like donate it or let some of your employees take it home or
Give it to
something? You
your
know?
employees. But
Can you imagine if
You
your
know.
employees were fed? Like that little ease of, oh, if I need food, I can get it from
Dude.
work. Cool.
yeah, Dino, remember, like my job often comes with food, and I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
and like, sometimes it's just like minimum wage, but I get free food, and honestly, half the time that's worth more than the goddamn money now because we can't afford anything because we're taxed to shit and everything, and then the government's just destroying the economy. So
Yeah.
yeah, food
Which-
is. But like, you went to the one ice cream shop where I'm on their side. Like, they have to pour that shit. It's soft serve, asshole. Like, how they getting it out of the machine?
I wanted to buy
You
cake.
should have gotten a Baskin Robbins.
Open the top.
asshole.
I would have eaten the whole cake one sitting. No
Yeah,
problem.
give me the cake. Yeah.
It wasn't a good time in my life. Let's be honest. I was with my ex-wife at that time.
Well, I love that you're on the 7th floor in the blackout, and I believe you were a little heavier than you are right now.
You know, you were like 700 pounds for like the first 40 years of your life. That's
Yeah.
not a dark period in your life. that's just your life. Like,
There's an argument for that. That's fair. Yeah. That is realistic. Well, you know,
You
I
lost weight.
wasn't always 700 pounds. I fluctuated.
He fluctuated between
you
3
hit
and 5.
705 and 698. Like,
Yeah. Traditionally, yeah, it would go up and down around that area. But like, this is the thing: is when we had the blackout. I remember another time when I was still fat. I had a condo in Scarborough. I was on the 11th floor. The only reason I was on the 11th floor was because my dad was like, "Hey, you're looking for a condo, right?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Don't get anything higher than the 11th floor." I go, "How come?" He's like, "That's the height of the ladders. They don't go higher than that." And I was like,
shit.
"That's good advice, bro." And he was like, "Well, you're not jumping on anything." And I was like, "That's not helpful." I
But
don't
you
need
know what
that.
else is also good advice? It's like, don't be 500 pounds for the firefighters to collect you.
You know what, Kyle? That's not kind advice
Bro,
either.
Why
Okay.
does it smell like bacon? Like,
That's rude.
it's me. I'm cooking up here.
I mean, that's fair though. Like, it would have.
Oh, shit. Oh, such an asshole.
It's hard not to laugh when you can see me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's
All
fair.
right, let's push through some of these plugs
okay.
real quick.
I want to see what so Dino thought. I'm like, first I said this to Dino earlier that I'm like, I'm not sure he's gonna make it to November. And then Dino's I'm like, what happens then? And Dino kind of had a thought, and I don't know if you gonna share said thought or no.
Oh, so yeah, sure. My theory, well, technically this is me predicting the future, which should be interesting. So what I said was I think that JD Vance is going to take it. He's going to take the bullet, get a little star beside his name.
He's gonna pull the Jonah Hill in 22 Jump Street.
And then, but because of that, then RFK might be able to jump in as VP, and then all hell's going to break loose.
I was curious. Okay, I don't know.
I really think JD Vance don't even like Trump. He's been saying that for years.
I don't think JD Vance likes JD Vance.
No, but like
JD Vance has said he even said like 2 years ago that he was a never Trumper, and now all of a sudden he's his BP. I think Vance is banking on that Trump's gonna get shot, so he can be like, "I'm president now. I'm gonna pull a Kamala." Like,
all right, wait. Okay,
we don't need to be voted no more. Anyway, you're gonna say, "Kyle, sorry."
No, but like a VP. Okay, like from what I understand, VP is rare. It's funny because it's like your country kind of like presents them as a team, but usually the VP and the president aren't really like buddies. It's like one part brings like the majority of the party, and the other part brings like
the other side of the party.
The other side of the party that don't agree, and that's why. So, like, that's why you have a president that his VP is running for president now, and he puts on a Trump hat. Like, this is why this should
exactly.
Happen. Like,
which is funny to me that that's even a thing because the VP don't do shit most of the time.
Really. They're like,
so I'm like, how is that gonna help you? Like, bring in the other fucking side if everybody knows, but it still does. It works. It's my guy's VP.
Well, that's the thing.
But he don't give a shit, or she.
No,
sorry.
But that side of the party is still because the VP will obviously try to push some policies through that they agree with, but at the same time, you always have a bullet shot in getting your guy in president. Then, and JD Vance seems to have a much better chance than most at this point.
I mean, yeah, but he's also JD Vance, which no one's gonna.
Dude.
No one's gonna jump on that. Well,
him.
if you've seen his face, that's all you need. He's not. He's a little.
But it's just it's all very. It's all funny. I'm like, I like that we bullied away all our bullies. It's fun. They are much bigger trolls.
It's not even that. No, the difference.
They're not there to go fucking with us, bro.
I just find it hilarious because, like, think about it. I'm like, hey, can you explain that point to me? Because I don't understand. And instead, they're like, yeah, well, Bill Gates. And you're like, what? Can you answer the question?
Point.
You know what the problem is? Conservatives have guns. We exercise. We know how to fight. We eat meat. We know and we're confident that we're men. Okay, us three especially. The other side don't have any of those things, and they're like a little wishy-washy on what they are gender-wise. So
I posted a photo of myself looking all fit like an asshole. But the only
I believe the
person-
term is thirst trap.
yeah, okay. I posted a thirst trap.
You
and
make me
not that
thirsty.
anybody's- Like, not that anybody doesn't have water. But the only person that had a problem with me not looking like a potato was a liberal. So I'm just that's the only person I heard from.
Why do you keep saying
Everybody
you look
else.
like a potato? I don't understand why you keep saying you look like a potato.
Oh, because I assume that you're either fit or kind of potato. No, I just assume that the person that said that I'm like kind of looks potatoey.
Potato-y.
Generally, and
Oh, shit.
so.
Potatoes
But
sound
it's
great.
just, but conservatives all were like, no, you look good, and then it's the same with like, it's like, oh, we disagree. I can agree to disagree, but they need to cancel and unfriend you. So it's just like, oh, so you can't be friends with anybody who doesn't agree with you. That should work out well for
No.
society.
To be fair, y'all are just calling me now. Like that's usually me. I can usually listen to somebody's side for so long, but after a while, I get tired of hearing that side.
Yeah,
Like-
but it's like it was
Well-
just, but
well,
it
it's-
wasn't a side. It was just the same rhetoric beat over and over again.
But
I
that's
don't
the
really
thing.
wanna get into that.
Yeah.
The difference is too is when you say, when someone says, oh, can you prove that? And you go, yeah, it's right here. And they go, well, I don't believe that. And you're going, well, that's weird because you asked for proof. I gave you proof. You can't now say, well, that's not enough, but fine. Here's more. Still nothing. And then the response is, well, there's craziness. And you're going, that's not a conversation. Now you're just
you
kind of
can't even show evidence to a lot of fucking people anymore. Like the evidence isn't even. Where's your proof? It doesn't matter if I have proof or not. You don't care if I have it. So why are we even arguing? Why are you even arguing with me if I can't change your mind? Like that don't even make any sense.
Hey,
So,
you better make sure we don't say Merry Christmas.
How dare you?
Because how dare you?
I'm speaking. How dare you?
Welcome to Y2K, Kyle. By the way, that's old as fuck, man.
Well, like the
We're gonna start talking about the Starbucks cups next.
Oh God. Listen, I find the most alarming is this whole idea, right? Where it's like, no, we are either on the same side or you have to die, and everyone's like, why are those the two
Whoa!
options? Relax. That's not we could just agree to disagree, and we part ways. We're still both human. We still both want to be safe in our own houses.
They don't.
I don't know why everyone has to die. You're like, that's a weird escalation.
I'm hard-headed though. If someone's like, "You want to be on my side? Or you want to die?" I'll be like, "I'll die." Like, let's go. Let's do this. Who's doing it?
But that's out of spite, right?
I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. Like, I'm not gonna like. You don't have to like kill me. Like, but
it's okay. Cole, in a few years you'll mature a little more, but like you'll work with people and you'll be like, oh, you're not all bad, even though you have poor voting practices.
Well, but that's the difference is that like it's come to the point where people just don't want to have the conversation anymore because look, if you're not going to listen to logic and not going to have a discussion, then like, and that's my biggest talking. Well, my biggest problem with people from that side, people who are so liberal, is like, hey, I encourage you to have principles, and you know what? I think you should stand for them and fucking pick the hill you want to die on, and by all means. But you can't say, well, I want this hill, and then later I'm going to want that hill, and then maybe I'll get that one. You're like, no.
I think anybody who leans to one side is like weird. Like I don't trust it.
Well, there's no
sounds
good
made up.
We've
Like
learned, especially since I feel like this is the most extreme leftist we've ever seen. Well, at least in our lifetime, but like I don't. But like obviously, extreme right has happened. That wasn't good. Extreme left also very bad. So that's why I always say like the stupid ultra moderate or extreme moderate.
Extreme moderate.
Middle. Yeah. I kind of don't care. Like it's funny. I sound more right because everybody else is wrong or left. I mean, and then but But really, I'm like like I kind of don't give a shit what you do. You could go be gay and don't do whatever, but I'm like, I don't want you teaching my kids shit. I don't want you pushing your shit on me. When we were growing up, I'm like, if pronouns, you were lucky if you got your name. Like you could have been asshole for a year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was offended. And then what I didn't do is cry in a corner. I went back to fucking school. You know, like it's fucking like that's
if anything, I got it printed on a shirt and I was like, yeah, I'm that asshole. Stop. Yeah. I'm not. Well, that's the difference.
I used to be very liberal. I used to be very, very, very liberal until the shutdown happened. And I was like, these motherfuckers are telling us what to do. I don't like this at all.
I've been
that's the one thing is like, listen, I am listen, I want everyone to feel happy, safe, and loved. Bar none. Everyone deserves that. Thing. No. Listen,
the love part isn't necessary.
You're asking too much.
It's nice or whatever, but I don't think it's. I don't think you need it.
What I'm saying is, you should not be forbidden to have love. Fine, but you're going. That doesn't mean that you can just do whatever the fuck you want, because now you're like, oh well, I have to teach people. No, you don't. Oh well, children have to. No, you don't. And I have to wave my wiener around. No, you don't. There are laws against that stuff. So if they aren't, listen, I'm not okay with you saying, well, that's how I express myself, so you just have to take it. No, I don't. That you can do that, but I'm going away. See you later. Right?
That's the thing with the bathroom thing. Is like they're like, oh, these men are going into women's bathroom. I'm like, who the fuck is using a public bathroom? Like honestly, and if you are, like, it's emergent. It really don't matter what bathroom. You're just going to the first bathroom you see. It's an urgent emergency. I assume. What kind of fucking crazy person is going into the public restrooms? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that person, I should be allowed any bathroom I want. Dude, get that guy out of here. Like, put him in a straitjacket. Because, like,
people who are fighting to use a public bathroom is a weird thing. Like, that's for emergencies. Like the whole idea is, my baby shit itself. I need to go to the bathroom. That's fair. I just shit myself. I need to go to the bathroom. That's fair. There's a public bathroom for that, for those circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I just want to travel into the girls' bathroom because I pretend to be a lady on my spare time.
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
That's a weird thing to do, man.
For obvious reasons, I'm not going to make too many comments on this. But there is I love that your the first sign of mental illness is you want to use a public bathroom.
Also true, yeah. If you have to,
use, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather use a porta potty before I use a public bathroom in the mall. You
can hose down the inside of a porta potty.
Well, I think the porta potty is also very intimidating to some people. So there's not as many people are using a porta potty as you think. For whatever reason, the porta potty gets like a bad rap, but nobody's using it. Nobody's really using it.
I am actively all right.
Construction workers. That's it.
I am on site right now, and my only options are a porta potty. First off, in the last 20 years, they've really amped up their
they're
quality.
Great now, right?
They're not terrible.
They have motion lights sometimes. It's nice.
Well,
I only get afraid that some dick is gonna knock it over while I'm in there.
Oh.
That's my fear.
That's because we've all watched Jackass too many times. But I
just want to do it once. I just want to do it once. I'll back my car into it.
I'll kill you.
I want to get some. Hey, I want to back my car into it so it falls door downwards. I want the door downwards.
Door down. But there's a roof hole. A lot of people don't realize that.
It doesn't matter. The damage is done.
I spend a lot of time looking up when I feel trapped. So I know that.
The odds are, if you knock over it with your car, it's not going to retain structural integrity. You'll probably be able to get out, but it's
right.
It's not.
Hey, but all that dirty blue poop is going to come out at first.
Oh yeah,
so,
they still get nasty, and they still in the early morning.
Why is the poop blue? Well, is that some healthcare shit?
No, it's
medicine.
Yeah, no, so it's a chemical that tries to sterilize the poop. It's from
having healthcare in Canada, right? That's a Canadian thing.
Probably. You guys just use water. It's gross. That is a bacteria-filled environment.
But it's you know when you have the blue toilet water, like it's the same shit. It's just a way higher concentration, I believe.
America is just the world's Taco Bell.
Like, listen, like that, but that's the thing is like anyone who is eager to use a public toilet, yeah, that's a mental health issue. Like, hey, that guy's not okay.
Like,
You know,
even once, okay, I got in a fight with a demo for I was like, if somebody is gonna like, if there's a protester,
Dude, I love that. Polar Nights.
Love
Give
it,
us a follow.
Nice.
Come to our YouTube pages.
Please
follow-
do.
22, Dino the
Follow
Jedi
me.
Marvel. Thank you for the compliments, by the
that
way.
is, I appreciate you.
But I have
Polar
a good haircut too, by the way.
oh yeah,
Dude.
Cole's fire.
Technically, this may be a progression of all sorts of hair because we have beard, then we have the loss of hair. Like, there's a lot. That's I appreciate you, sir.
We actually
Poor
we
man.
offer a lot to Polar Nights, quite frankly, as a group.
I mean, bar almost a full-time job. Like, let's be honest.
But like once, okay, no, but like once I got in this big fight about like because I said something about if I'm going somewhere that I need to go and I'm allowed and protesters stop me, there's gonna be a fucking problem. And then they came in and like, but they always assume. But I didn't say who was protesting. I didn't say what side I was on, any of that. But then they made assumptions and shit. And then of course I buried them. And then they like just started calling me names. Like, oh, it's just like, oh, so you ran out of no points, so you just attacked me. Fantastic. And
Isn't that,
crushed
like
that
that's
person.
it's such a cowardly way to conduct yourself. Like that's
Yeah.
where I'm like in all honesty, like JoJo's like, well, I don't want retaliation from crazy people. Number one, why are you talking with crazy people?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why
But-
why are you aiming to antagonize crazy people? That's a thing. If anything, you're on borrowed time, JoJo. That's a poor
Yeah.
idea.
He was
Don't do that.
antagonizing three rooms full of crazy right here. But like the
Mm,
best
fair.
part about that interaction I had was the person was like, would you be so inconvenienced if it was a marathon? And I was like, my disdain for marathons is like well documented, sir.
Yeah, no question. Yeah. Marathon, no cyclists.
Oh, the
win you
worst.
over. Don't give a shit.
I
If
don't
you-
even have a car anymore, and I hate fucking cyclists.
They're the
I
worst.
walk.
Those people like should all be like snatched up and like taken
Don't say
somewhere.
that. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's
Liam
no.
Neeson's on the tail.
Did somebody try and shoot
That's how I
former
feel,
president again? Two bad shooters. Yeah, I know. Like Polar Nights, is that? I don't think he got shots off in the air, but like it's
No.
weird, right? Like, why are you gonna?
No, so they caught him with the AK-47. The shots fired were from Secret Service, as I found out.
Oh, really? Oh,
Did
good.
I get him?
They get him
I don't
or
know.
her.
I can Google it real quick. Did they catch the guy? I know they got his shit. They got his GoPro and his gun.
Hey, let's be honest.
Google
He's
it real
probably
quick.
good at running. He's probably good at running away.
Well, liberals can't shoot clearly.
No, not at all.
Thankfully,
As
because,
we're finding out. As
he
we're
is a-
finding out.
Yeah, thankfully, because he is a man with a family, and yeah,
Okay, no, I don't want to read CNN. Fox
Yeah.
News, that's the one I want.
Oh God, that's even.
That's the one that'll like drum up the drama. That's the one I need. Where CNN's gonna be like, like whatever. Hey, dude, the first time it happened, CNN said Trump fell at his rally. I was like, what?
No, like, bro, and like the hilarious part is that it's like, hey, you shouldn't just like, it's not good for any politician to be assassinated. Period. Doesn't matter what side they're on, because that
Anybody,
opens
yeah.
the door. It just like anyone being assassinated is bad. Doesn't matter what party they're for. Because remember, like what people don't realize is like, hey, the last time they were assassinated was JFK and RFK. And
Okay,
this-
they did catch him. Okay, so Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw said the gunman had an AK style rifle with a scope. He had a fucking scope on an AK? 2 backpacks hanging on a fence and a GoPro camera. Ceramic tile was also found in the backpack.
Can
Jesus.
I ask? Did they give a name brand of
I'm
the
doing it. I'm
letter
reading.
used?
The suspect, later identified as Ryan Ruth, there's no middle name? Wow. Was hiding in a shrubbery about 300 to 500 yards away while the former president played golf on a nearby hole that was approximately a quarter of a mile from Trump. Secret Service agent walking on the golf course a hole ahead of where Trump was playing, spotted the rifle sticking out of the fence, and immediately opened fire.
Jesus.
That's more than twice the distance of Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old gunman who attempted to assassinate Trump during a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th before he was killed by Secret Service.
So this guy is captured alive.
Yes.
But also too, Polar Knights, did they say anything about the ladder? Because Polar Knights needs a stealthy ladder.
Yeah, but I think it's for the same thing. Anyway.
What's up, John?
What's up, John? How you doing, man?
This is an impromptu live. I'm going to be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again for Generation Dan. So everyone's welcome to show up. Even JoJo and Bert. I know you're crazy, but that show is with a guy who's a liberal, and you'll be fine.
JoJo and Bert done left.
He's right there. Yeah, stealth ladder sounds like a Metal Gear Solid item. That also does true. I feel like you need a stealth ladder, stealth gloves, stealth shoes. I think those are important.
Yeah.
You're like a ninja.
And the ability to aim. But
I mean, you can't have everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He spent all his points on other shit, on stealth.
Secret Service did a press conference right before we went live, and they said that they didn't have Trump's parameters covered by Secret Service because he's not the president anymore.
Yeah, but he still has what? But he's still secret.
Okay.
But like, can we get the
former president? He may be future president, and he's been shot at, and he's got a Kennedy in his unit.
At this point, hire private security, dude.
Yes, yes, private.
There you go. You're doing the research.
I'm always doing my research.
I mean,
but yeah, so Dino's got to get on to his other show. So let's go ahead and do our plugs real quick.
Yeah.
Banners, brand. So Kyle has a thingy. Kyle, you want to go ahead and give all the info on that?
I'm trying to become the next face of horror. It's a contest. Please vote. It's on my Instagram page. It's also pinned to my Facebook at Kyle Petrila, fucking everywhere, because there's no competition for that. I get I'm currently in first, but I need all the votes I can get because we don't know, we can't track, so I need to keep up. And
that's how you vote for him. It's right there. Go to Faces of Horror.
I win a photo shoot with Kane Hodder, who played Jason Voorhees, and I win some money. But I'm poor as hell and would love the money. But honestly, I really want the photo shoot because for my career, it's a solid choice. We also have a show on Monday, but not this Monday at 7. We're taking the week off because Dino's a little sick and I'm working. So Life of Giants. What? It was my working.
Hey. But don't include me on your little shenanigans.
I can fill in for Kyle. I can fill in for Kyle, by the way. I filled in for Dino last time. I don't know when it was.
Sounds good.
Go ahead. I'm okay with that. I take Kyle's spot a lot, and it goes horribly. So you should fill in for him.
You take Kyle's spot too.
Yeah, it's terrible. He's the worst. So go on, guys. Thank you. Please vote for me.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. I love Donald.
So,
best of two worlds, midget female Secret Service agent. He's so lucky. I mean, that's a fair point.
You can't put their guns back in the holster, let alone shoot them. Like shit.
I don't think she could figure out where it was. Like it was.
Yeah.
The gun and all that. So yeah, Life of Giants tomorrow. It looks like it's gonna be me filling in for Kyle with Dino Monday night at 7.
Yeah.
7. Okay. And actually, right after this show, Dino, you want to plug that?
Yeah, Generation Dan. It's we're going to be talking about the stigma attached to smoking reefer and being cool at parties. Like a lot of people apparently have a bad time with that. I personally don't, but we have a couple guests who are involved in that community, and as well,
those are the homies too.
Yeah,
and Jeff, they're dope as hell. We had them on Hammered and Cheese, which is
on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday, where I get drunk and Dino makes fun of me, and I try my best to make a delicious meal.
He really does.
I'd say 99% of the time I do.
Well, There was the one that your son didn't like, but I don't trust it because he's got little person taste buds. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
The last one just didn't turn out, but I feel like we could really win it over.
What was the last one? I don't remember. Was it the thing from the book? I fucked up that recipe out of the book.
Yeah, but that was also like basically written in hieroglyphics, so it's not easy to do. This week we're doing. Last week we did chicken parm. What are we doing this week?
Oh yeah, we did chicken parm. Chicken parm gonna turn out fucking beautiful. Bro, we're gonna do a man's Cobb salad. We're gonna man it up. So look at Kyle. I'm screenshotting Kyle's look, bro.
I'll be in the comments making harassing the show, but it's always
that's fine. That's cool.
One of my favorite shows, I swear to God.
Every Saturday you can catch me with my sister. We like to riff on the news. Well, I would have had her on tonight, but I couldn't get all of her. She don't give a fuck about breaking news like I do. And then later on that evening, I do every other weekend meals with my kiddo. We like to cook and make dinner. I teach him how to make stuff.
And if you want to watch him lose his mind check out that joke, because you will watch every barrier snap, and he just goes. So anyways, it's
okay.
That's what he says to himself in his head.
For everyone else, I think your son has fun, and the rest of the audience does. I don't think you do.
Yeah, I'm not having fun usually.
I'm willing to sacrifice.
And the last thing I want to plug is we got a big thing coming up in a couple weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna throw up the clip real quick.
You may have saw the hot dog eating contest, Wiener Apocalypse, September 26th at 9 p.m. And you're thinking, Cole Clayton versus Dino the Genetic Marvel. That's got to be good. But honestly, I'm going to destroy him. It's going to be light work. Like taking candy from a baby. Honestly, it's going to be like taking candy from him. I came across something recently on the internet. He's lost a bunch of weight. 250 pounds. That's how much I weigh. He's lost me. How does he think he's going to beat me in a hot dog eating contest when I'm still a big guy? It's not gonna happen. He's a sweater vest wearing motherfucker now. He's settled in, he's soft. This is the guy who asked if the contest could be gluten free because he didn't want to eat any bread. And I said fine. Be prepared.
So
let's get one thing straight. You may have saw
my guy responded to that.
So, a friend of mine, close personal friend, actually, we were talking and we said, hey, let's have a little contest. So it's what you can see right down here now is called Wiener Apocalypse, where we're going to have a bunch of hot dogs. It'll be fun. And then this fat piece of shit starts making fun of me online, saying how he's going to kick my ass. Now, I need to bring people up to date, okay? So, yeah, I've lost about 250 pounds, and I'm continuously getting fitter and fitter and fitter. And this piece of crap thinks that he can come to me and say, now you can't handle it. You know, there's a reason why I'm Gen X, and it's because you're going to find out. You're going to find out what it means to not have limits. We'll see. Fatso.
And I made another response. You guys can all go see it on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X. That's Sniffy Glue 22. I think Dino, he's probably not going to respond because he's a little bitch. He's probably scared. He's probably going to back out. But yes, Wiener Apocalypse. That is September 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern. And the group from later tonight that Dino is having on tonight is going to be there. So please check that out. Me versus the mini beast, Dino the Genetic Marvel.
Those are, I mean, all right. I feel like you're going to cry after 3 hot dogs, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. I encourage everyone to come watch. It'll be fun. It's on the 26th. And sure as fuck, you get to watch. I might send Cole's mom some money to punch him in the back of the head while we're on camera. So 50-50. We'll see how that works out.
50-50, she'd do it for free.
Also fair. That was more than 50-50.
My mom don't do nothing for free. Actually,
I mean,
I
she's
don't know.
different. She's different than me.
Abusing your child.
that's fair. Anyway,
Yeah.
I have to go get ready for my show. Come check me out in a little while, guys.
Hell yeah! I'll be in the comments, Nina.
Fuck yeah. All right,
Later,
boys.
guys.
See ya.